We're back at Private Island Resort and Marina Rebak, loving the vibe and falling in love with our new crew member, Milo. So the new member of our crew will not be with us very long. We're literally fostering her because this is Milo. We have fallen in love with her, which is going to be very hard to give her up. I'm hoping that we can hang on to Milo until we leave Malaysia. So we're going to head down the west coast of Malaysia and up the east coast of Malaysia. I don't think it's actually expensive to travel with a cat in Southeast Asia, but you do have to have vaccinations, and she's too little to have vaccinations yet. So hopefully when Robert gets home this weekend, then he's already told us, no, you're not having a cat. But hopefully he will rethink that when he sees it. What say you, Ivan?
I wasn't really listening, to be honest, but yeah, she's pretty fun. I was playing with her just before. Yeah, she's pretty fun to play with.
She is pretty fun.
Alright, so this is Milo. She's about 5 weeks old, and she's got about the size of a 5-week-old now. She was a scrawny little thing, now she's kind of fat.
I know,
anyway.
She's grown so much, and we've had her 1 week. Would you like to tell the story of Milo?
Tell the story of Milo? So, Milo was found in the middle of the road. We saw her there, and we came in and investigated, and we looked under the hood and saw that she had a 1,000 horsepower engine with a naturally aspired twin turbo plugged into the side of that thing with an air intake instead of a headlight. So.
She's been a little asset to the boat the last week. She's eaten heaps. She's super friendly.
She pooped on Declan's bag.
She weed on Ivan's pillow yesterday. But we love her. We forgive you. We forgive you because you're so cute.
Let's give it a wash.
So we're actually treating her with a bit of, what is that? Flea and lice killer. Just to make sure.
Oh, okay, who wants to rinse her off? Oh, she's so slippery. Yeah.
She is slippery.
Just don't get it on her head. I don't know if she like that.
As well.
I don't think she likes it in general.
And it's actually you're the animal lover, aren't you, Chanelle?
Yeah.
You could not have let her die by the side of the road.
Yeah, and our reasoning was, even if she comes with us and dies, she'd probably live longer than she would have if she stayed on the road.
But she's finding her way into our hearts. Aren't you, Milo? It's going to be hard to let you go.
Without even trying.
Look at that
There's
face.
stuff in her.
Look at that face.
Come out to see Finn before I head to Whakatane to see a friend of mine over there. Just a little update on where we are at with his rowing at the moment. I went out a couple of mornings ago, yesterday morning, to see him on the water, and he rowed in the double scull with Matt, who is the #1 lightweight sculler in New Zealand, and he is a guaranteed place in the seat of the lightweight double scull to go to the World Champs. Ferg, the process from here, what's happening for selection?
Okay, so we got select the lightweight double in 2 weeks' time. They have to be on 70 kgs to make sure that we can race a lightweight weight, and then that double gets selected to go to World Cup 3 in Lucerne. There's 3 lightweights, so whoever misses out will go and look at a single, and that process is still yet to be determined what that looks like going forward. But having 3 in the system has certainly pushed the level up higher, and it's exactly what we need.
You mentioned the testing you did recently with VO2s?
Yeah, so his VO2's at a high standard, high level, and we can see that he's got an engine there. But I guess we just need to make sure he can perform well when he's on weight.
1 kilogram is roughly 2 pounds, and a pound of butter is half of 1 kilo.
Why are you talking in pounds?
Well, just Because we happen to have a pound of butter here.
Well, it's 500 grams.
Well, that's roughly a pound. We're talking pound of butter.
Yeah.
You know the term pound of butter?
Half a kg.
Half a kg. So how many more you got to go for the trial?
10 of these.
So in the last week, Finn has lost 4 of these, 2 kilograms. And he's only got another 10 to go, 5 kilograms. It's not nothing.
It's somebody's birthday. Who could it be? Could it be this person here?
No.
Probably. And we always have. Oh, look at that. Oh, teasers.
Right, let's open them, hey? Yeah, let's go. Give me a Buster.
Oh, I've got
Five. What have you got to say for yourself?
I'm so big.
You are quite big for a 16-year-old, yeah.
So big, man. Oh man.
My baby's 16! What are you guys planning to do?
Go to a water park. Even though last night driving to the movies we went through our own little water park. Yeah. We knew that it was going to rain. And we just hoped it didn't, I guess. And it came down hard. Within like, I don't even know, like 2 minutes of the rain starting, there were already puddles on the side of the road. Like it came down really hard. It was the road.
I hope you slowed right down.
Oh yeah, yeah we did obviously.
Unfortunately, I can't go with them to enjoy the water park because someone's got to look after Milo. Those eyes are still a bit gooey, but yeah.
I don't think I gave. Did we give her medicine last night?
I didn't give her medicine last night. I did yesterday morning. I'll give her some more today. We are trying to get rid of these gooey eyes. How did you know?
Yeah.
That's so lovely. Do you mind?
Everyone was registered. Only Miss Rachel already. We need your passport.
Ah,
Ah.
that's so kind of you. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Terima kasih. There you go.
Boom.
That makes up for me not making you a
There we
cake,
go.
doesn't it?
I actually need a fork. Wait.
Yeah. That is super kind of the Marina here. This shows you what kind of people they are. So kind.
From
From Rebak Marina.
That's cool. Alright. Oh,
Beautiful.
looks pretty good.
You deserve that, Ivan. Sweet 16. And
It's pretty good.
have you been kissed?
Not this, you know.
In the days after Rob left, Declan worked hard removing 8 years of barnacle build-up from just inside the sail drive boot, and Ivan prepped the area for anti-fouling. We'll be releasing a second video later this week to show you the work undertaken by Robbie and Andy changing the oil seals and diaphragms. But for now, all we needed aboard Javelot were some food supplies. The birthday boy lucked out for a trip into Langkawi as an extra pair of hands to help in this task. Our mission this morning for Ivan and myself is to go and get some shopping. Ivan was complaining yesterday there's no food on the boat. There's heaps of food on the boat. There are no treats on the boat. So we've got to go from Rebak Island to Langkawi, hire a scooter and then go shopping. This is how we do it. Now comes the fun part. We've done the ferry trip. Now we have to walk into Chanelle. Maybe a 20-minute walk. We go beside the river and see all the colourful little fishing boats. So this is a lovely little shortcut. Cuts about 10-15 minutes off our walk time. What are you hoping to get today, Ivan? What do you want?
Drugs.
Drugs. Just a small hiccup, I forgot my driving license. So we're just texting Declan to send a picture of my driving license so we can hire a scooter for the day. Well, we didn't get very far because I did promise Ivan he could have a Subway as part of his bribe for coming with me. So, Subway it is. I'm back on the move. So these supermarkets aren't possibly as well stocked as what we possibly would be used to in the West, but yeah, you can pretty much find what you want, apart from they don't seem to have many fruits or vegetables here at the moment. And the place where I would buy my fruit and vegetables wasn't open today. So it looks like we'll have to come back and have a second day of shopping tomorrow. Am I right, Ive?
So right.
Well, we haven't got very much, but that's all I can find. Will you be my shopping partner tomorrow?
Maybe.
Yeah, we've got our motorbike for 24 hours, so we can come back again in the morning. Now the fun part, getting it all back onto a moped. So Ivan's got 2 down by his feet, and I'll carry 1. Ooh, off we go! The following morning we made our way to Lancarry Airport to say goodbye to Chanelle and Declan, taking an early connecting flight to Perth, Australia, where Declan would stay for a month or so and then join us further along the Malaysia coast. So guys, I had hoped to talk to you before we got to the airport while we were still on the boat, but you're leaving, you're going to Australia. The relationship continues to blossom. What's your secret? So you've been together about 6 months when she joined us in Darwin, is that right? And she was coming for 6 weeks and stayed 5 months. I was impressed. I thought, wow, living in a small space with us, not your family, that you'd soon get tired of each other and get on each other's nerves. But no, you're excelling. It's wonderful to see, and now you're off to Australia. 6 weeks, Declan. Don't make it any longer. We miss you and we need you, our crew.
I'm a pretty vital gear in this whole mechanism of our boat, you know.
Yeah.
And EMC has a big role.
Indeed. Tell me, so what are you planning to do in Australia?
Yeah, my family's moving to Queensland and we're getting a puppy and a house and we're also going to the Gold Coast for like a little holiday as well.
And that includes you as well, Dex?
It does.
With Declan. It's mainly like a birthday thing as well.
Yes. Yes. So you're having another birthday. How dare you? Yeah.
So my favourite part of the trip would probably be going to all the Thai islands, but I'd say that rescuing Milo is probably my highlight of being here. And also seeing Declan.
Obviously seeing Declan.
Obviously seeing him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, leaving Lancarry was not smooth sailing for Declan and Chanelle. If you want to see what happened, you can watch the action on the boys' channel, Kiwi Boys, this week.
What an interesting turn of events.
Home. That's home. That was my home when I was a young fella back in, born and bred there. Grew up there for the first 20 odd years of my life, and it is still in our family, but my late sister's husband now lives there, and it's still a very special place. Home is home, isn't it? One hard case thing standing here, used to go out from a home, it's just perspective as a young kid, and there's a little rock right in front of me, that's right in front of our house, that I remember the first time summiting that little rock. It coincided with eating cauliflower for the first time the night before, and the next day I summited that little rock for the first time, and I associated it with eating the cauliflower the night before. It must have made me somehow stronger. So absurd. So there you go, cauliflower made me a climber the next day. You can keep that, it's a keeper. But it's, these memories, that rock looked like huge, and it's just this tiny little thing. It's a nothing. And you look back on your hurdles and challenges in life, kind of, once you summited those challenges, you got through those challenges, you kind of realise actually, it was always doable. It was always doable. You just have to attack it and challenge yourself and go for it and back yourself. And I think that's in most things in life. It's we can get through these challenges or climb these summits, or you just got to persevere and eat your cauliflower. So Finn, it's Thursday. You've got 1 week to the trial day. You weighed in at 73.4 kilograms this morning. You got to weigh in at 70 kilograms in 1 week time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming down pretty well compared to
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not going to be easy. But,
So you've lost what, 2 kilos in a week?
oh, more than that.
Right.
Last Monday I was 77.
Okay.
So
just over a week, you've lost 4 kilos, 3.5 to 4 kilos. Yeah. And what sort of food are you eating?
Well, last week it was more just like being in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
But they've changed me to keto this week, which hasn't been very fun.
Yeah.
But kind of going back onto some carbs now. So I'll have carbs before trainings.
Great.
And then the rest of the day I'll eat like a keto diet.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just mushrooms, onion, pesto, and these konjac noodles. They're like 95% water, so I can eat lots of them.
Yeah, that's good. Fill the gap.
Low calorie, yeah. So it makes me feel like I'm full, even though I'm actually not eating anything really.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll garnish with parsley, coriander, yeah. Some of you may recall my brother's yacht, Kerry's yacht, was the named Foxy Lady, his 28-foot beater, double-ended Malaysian-built yacht. And we've had lots of coincidental sort of meetings and situational things happen over the years. One of those things is the reoccurrence of seeing either Foxy Lady as a number plate on a car or Foxy Lady on other yachts. And one such occasion occurred in Vunda Marina back in 2017, I think, or 18. We just crossed the Southern Ocean from New Zealand, Southern Ocean from South Pacific, up to Fiji, got into the marina, tied off, and it was Foxy Lady that we were tied off onto. Now, you may be aware that I'm actually in a yacht at the moment, and it is that very yacht that we tied off to in Vunda Marina in Fiji all those years ago. And it is owned by no other than a bloke named Owen Potter, easily remembered by his distant cousin Harry. And he is a patron of ours. I'm in New Zealand, in Darragh, passing through Darragh. I know Owen lives in Darragh. We've reached out to Owen, and here I am, sitting on Owen's boat with none other than one Owen Potter.
When I bought the boat and I became aware of your story and Kerry and so on, and I thought, oh my God, my boat's called Foxy Ladies. I'm sure that they'd like to know that. So
yeah.
I reached out actually through comment on a video and said, I've bought this boat, it's called Foxy Lady. And in actual fact, it was Finn then reached out. I think that he was probably back in New Zealand by then, and said, hey, we know that boat. We saw it wherever, and so we know that boat quite well. And yeah, it's just funny how these things happen,
isn't it?
Yes. And then just after, I ended up in Te Pāhu.
Oh, that's right.
House sitting for friends, and I was like, oh
yeah,
hey, I'm in Te Pāhu.
yeah. That's where the kids were raised, and they spent most of their early formative lives.
And we realised that I knew the principal of the school. So it's just funny how things can link up,
isn't it? Yeah, small world.
This boat was called Foxy Lady, and it no longer is. It's called Arana now.
That's right. Yes. This photo here is my older brothers. I've got 5 brothers, but these are my older ones, oldest, and then this one here, Alan. He died at the age of 20 months before I was actually born. Then my father in the 1960s built from scratch this boat here. So it was a 22-foot Hartley cabin cruiser, and he called it Arana, which is the transliteration of Allen into Darragh. And so I decided whenever I bought a boat that I wanted to call it Arana. So it's a tribute to my brother, who I never knew, and to my dad, who built this boat.
Lovely.
And here we are with current Arana. Was quite well known in racing, going back to the 1980s and so on. And so over here, there's some plaques from that's the both Auckland Suva races. Walker Offshore. It's done Noumea.
Yeah.
There is legend about this boat on the Auckland Noumea race.
Yeah.
That they were sailing under spinnaker at sunset.
Yeah.
And they left one guy on the helm, and the rest all went below and started having a few bevies and settled down for the night, and then they all went to sleep, and then the wind got up to like 50 knots. And going at sunset they were placed 14th, I believe, in the race. And when the other guys all came out, there's this guy hanging on to the tiller.
Wow.
Had just stayed there all night, and they were in second place.
It had missiled forward.
Yes, it's still under spinnaker in these high winds. So
really,
so that was just the previous owner passed this on to me. So just whether it's grown with the telling, I don't know.
Maybe 15 knots.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.